How you doing? Oh, is it apple time? I didn't know it was apple time. I would have ate my apple instead of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Damn it. All right, everyone, it's apple time.
Everybody grab an apple.
Everybody grab an apple. What you doing?
Right now, I'm eating them. Sound treatment, the doors. Yeah.
Sound treatment, the doors. You haven't done the panels, right?
Yeah. One of the panels is done.
This is better than hammer time. You did the panel?
Huh?
You already did the panel?
I did one.
Oh, okay. Driver's side or did you do the passenger side?
No, that side.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
Oh, doing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It had to be done.
Yeah, I know. It still would have been funny.
Mm-hmm.
Pears are sloppy. Pears are kind of soft. I mean, I like a good pear, but they're kind of soft.
I love pears. Yeah. I love all kind of fruit.
Well, I need an extra battery putting in an LC 1500 in my 2019 Tacoma. Adding an extra battery to Tacoma. I mean, the Tacoma Tundra. Tacoma's the small one.
Tacoma's the small one.
Small one, yeah. I mean, it all depends on how you're playing it, man. If it's just a daily driver, you're gonna be driving it, playing, normal amounts of bass. You'll be fine. If you're someone's gonna sit in the parking lot after work and play it for an hour or something like that, well, then you're gonna need a battery.
Yeah.
Something to pick up hold the juices, as it were. The juices.
So you need a juice holder.
It's like a juice box. Yeah.
You need a juice holder.
Good afternoon, gents. Rocking my 5-star shirt today.
Very good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. You too can pick up a 5-star shirt at DNFswag.com.
That's correct.
That's DNFswag.com.
Yep.
Normal's relative. Oh, I mean, I don't have any relatives that are normal, but I mean, whatever works for you.
I'm the normal one.
I think we can all agree normal is like less than 2/3 up. So that you're not you're not getting out of the car and your ears are ringing. Now, that's not to say, remember, when you're talking about normal, you're talking about the middle. There's always going to be someone to the left and somebody to the right that's going to do something that is abnormal.
Yeah.
But it's perfectly normal for them. Is that your Mustang? No, this is not my Mustang. My Mustang is black. This one is gray. This is a customer's Mustang that we're doing. We don't have that kind of time that we could be working on our personal cars in the middle of the day, Oscar. So what this is getting is a bunch of his JL stuff. JL C5 tweeter mounted up in the factory location. Was able to snap it into place. We made an acrylic ring. Let's see if you can see the acrylic ring on this one. No. Actually, oh, I got it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I fell. Anyways, there's an acrylic ring that allowed it to snap in using the factory. So the tweeter was, I'm going to say, relatively easy. Then we made brackets for all 4 of the 6.5s. And then he originally had some C5 4-inch, but there is no way to fit a 4-inch into the factory location. Normally we would custom make the whole bracket here, but we ended up going with a set of Kenwood C2s, which conveniently enough go right in. And the problem that you run into is that this guy here, this is like when you put a speaker in, so a lot of times we'll do like the Focal Flax or the Morels, and by the time you get it all on there, the rubber is hitting the door panel, so that's why we always make custom brackets for those. But because the Kenwood C2 comes with this grill over it, we don't have that problem. So this will go in there in the factory spot. It's mounted from underneath. That's what that acrylic ring is for. So there's 4 screws up underneath this foam, and the speaker comes up from underneath this, and then so this will mount into it. So there again, even something as basic as this needs, so you can kind of see the heads of the screws. So this is just tapped acrylic, and then that's soldered in. This will plug in. The tweeters are going to get wires run to them. So what he's doing is a 604, 1201, 2 subs, and a bunch of passive crossovers. So, and then he's getting the Kenwood 957 XR with the MFT1 dash kit, bass knob, the usual fun and excitement. So this morning we had a couple things we had to do, and then we started on this around 12:30. So we've been working on it for a couple hours. Fernando's been working on getting the door sound treatment. I've been working on getting all these brackets made, and then in the between doing things here and there, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to set up the trunk. I think I'm going to go with something like this, where 2 amps are just going to sit here, the spare tire pump will go there, these will go here. They'll probably spread out a little bit more because I need to put a brace that comes up and holds this piece across. The spare tire guy there is what will hold it there, but I need something here so that when you set something on the trunk it doesn't collapse, because we're removing this piece because there's just not enough room to hold it in place. So that'll go like this, and then fuse holder distribution block will probably go right about here. 0 gauge up and forward, signal up this way because it has the factory amp and the kick panel, so we'll be using the iData harness to do the integration. Is it worth putting a sub? Is it worth putting a sub in a 1989 Toyota Supra? That's up to you. I mean, I like subs and everything, but you know, I mean, go for it. Why not? You know, and there's enough little tiny sub boxes that you can get that you can, you know, won't take up a lot of space, isn't real heavy, so you don't have to worry about it dragging the car down.
Drag the car down.
Drag the car down. What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing? Are you preforming the sound treatment?
Of course.
Gotcha. What's up, Chris? Hola.
Hey, ¿qué pasa?
Like a shallow mount. Exactly like a shallow mount. Yeah, why not? One of the plans we have to do later this month is the new Focal subs that just came out. They make a shallow, they make a deep, both in the same series. And so what we're going to do is build the optimum enclosure for both and kind of take you guys on a journey between the differences, because you guys always ask sealed, or not sealed, but shallow versus deep. What are the differences? And so we thought that'd be kind of cool, since they have both of those. You can figure out what works best for you. Can threaded rivets be used for a ground? It really depends who you talk to. Most people will say no. However, some people will say yes. It just depends on like what the rivet is made out of, what you're actually grounding it into. I'm of the camp where I'm gonna go with no. But it's not the worst ground. If you want the best grounds, or who makes the best ground kit, it's this guy right here, Positive Ground. You can pick up the whole kit, or you can buy it piece by piece. It is cheaper just to buy the whole kit. It's not cheap though. It comes with this guy here, which makes a perfect circle, and also you'll notice the hole here, so there's steps in which you do it. This is the first step, has that tapered drill bit, and it'll drill the perfect hole. Then this will go over and make it perfectly circle, and then this is the nut driver that attaches to this self-threading nut here. There's a star washer, so this will go on first to here, then you put your ring terminal, and then this screws into place. And if you can get to the back of it, they also have a nut that you can put on. So this is the preferred method that we like to use. It is not the only method, but and then we also keep this in here in case we need to actually tap the location. Sometimes you'll have like double steel that you're going into, and it works better just to use a tap. But that's what we use. Never had issues with the sub in a hatchback or SUV. I have a 22 Civic sedan, and I'm not sure what will do the job. Well, that makes 2 of us. You know, I personally... Okay, when it comes to subwoofers, obviously you have how much bass do you want, which is always I want a ton of bass. A ton of bass is going to take up space. Some people are on I don't want to take up a lot of room. This is the amount of space I'm willing to take up for it. So then it's like, okay, so now we have to look at it like, I only have X amount of room. Well, you're only going to get X amount of bass. So the thought that we're going to do with later this month with the Focal subs is show you two options to where it's like, they're going to go into Haley's car, which is the SUV, and we're going to show you, here's what a downfiring subwoofer, how much space it'll take up, what it'll look like. Here's what a 110 ported will look like. Same, both 10s, and then we'll play them for you and, see what kind of bass you get out of them. And, then you can kind of decide what's more important, bass or space. Camaro, pack, GM 410 kit. Heater controls have all stopped working. Any idea what to check? Oh, man. Are you sure it's the kit? That would be the first thing I would be concerned with. Because they actually make those are the factory knobs that they're using in that kit. They're not like, put it this way, when you break the knobs in the factory radio, you can interchange them with the pack. So it's a solution for the Ford GM dealers to buy those pieces to fix the factory radio. The easiest thing to do would be obviously pop the front piece off, and you can plug your factory front bezel back in with no issue. The harness has nothing to do with the air conditioning controls. So the big radio harness doesn't do anything to the radio controls. Those plug into the car. So you can pull the front bezel off, unplug the clip. It's like a 6 or 8 inch extension down to get to the factory plug. Unplug that and plug your factory back in, and you can see whether it's the kit or whether it's your factory heater. So yeah, that'd be the first thing I would do. Like if someone came in with that problem, I'd be like, bring your factory radio, or I'd just grab another kit off, out of the box and plug it in and see if it works. Because if two kits do exactly the same thing, it's the car, because it's all data controlled. So it's not like the kit's not going to tell it. Two different kits would tell it the command, because there's no real like interfacing, so to speak, since it's not like a bad knob. So definitely plug your factory back in and see what happens. If the factory one seems to work, in that case, then yes, send it back to pack. Ask for a set of new knobs. Okay. Best way and location to get a 0 gauge power cable through the battery in the new Ram. Hey, new Rams. Where do you go for the 0 gauge?
It has a grommet.
Has a grommet. Passenger side or driver's side? This is the passenger side. Driver's side? You're on the passenger side. Fernando says there's a grommet on the driver's side.
Yeah, plastic.
Big plastic one.
Yeah, go through there.
Regular cab pickup, sealed or ported sub. Regular cab, you get what you get. If you got room for ported, obviously do ported. But if you don't, sealed it is. Just get some L7Ts. We got a package the other day, and I would like to open it. What's that? So earlier this year, we had the pleasure of being one of the first people to play with the Audio Frog amplifiers. And we reviewed both of them, we dynoed them both, and we fell in love with them. They're really awesome little amplifiers. So we asked Andy if he would like to loan us to put into the lab as a replacement for the current amplifiers that are in there. We have a 4-channel and a mono block. And he was like, of course, I'd love to. So we had the mono block that we tested not too long ago, and we had a 4-channel, but we returned it to him because when we were done. We're like, here's your amp back. And he's like, cool. And then we talked to him after the fact, and he's like, you should have just kept the other amp. We're like, well, we didn't think about it. So we got in the new Audio Frog 150.4, and then we already have Up there, the 600.1. So these two guys are going to go into the lab, and these will be the permanent amplifiers that sit in Fernando's car for when we're testing something other than an amplifier. Or like right now, he has a 4-channel amp in, and he's using the sub-amp, the permanent sub-amp. So these will replace 2 amps that are in there. They're a little bit bigger, not much, but they're a lot more powerful, which is cool because we always felt we needed just a little bit more power. So thank you, Audio Frog, for giving us these 2 amplifiers, loaning us these 2 amplifiers to put in there. We got another package. While we were gone, hold on, gotta go to Fernando for this one. Fernando, who's this package from?
Oh! Hi guys, welcome to the show. You gotta throw me that thing. This show is brought to you by... This show is brought to you by...
I hope that's your shirt.
Morel. Yes, it's mine. It's mine. Oh, dude, I really love this one.
Yeah.
Yes, you can find morelhifi.com. No, you can...
you're just captivated.
Hey,
You're just,
dude,
the shirt is
so
throwing
cool.
you off.
Oh, dude, this is so
It's.
cool.
I like the blue.
I
like the blue. Blue is nice.
I like it.
Yeah, blue and white.
Anyway, you guys can find a lot of stuff from Morel on morelhifi.com or here on Instagram, pictures, installs, all crazy stuff. Morel_America. Check them out. I like it. I love this. There you go, man.
Yep.
No, that's it.
You're not gonna put it on backwards.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Wow. Unleash the music.
Pretty much.
There you go. Speaking of Morel, how small does the tweeter get in the Maximal Ultra component set? My factory tweeter is 1 inch. The Morel will be bigger. Morel tweeters are not tiny.
But also they're not that big, so.
Really? Okay. They're big. They have a decent sized girth to them.
Yeah, they do.
And then we got another package while we were away, which is all these JVC amplifiers.
Yeah.
These are for a project that we're working on with JVC. So these are their power sport amplifiers, the ones that we did some dynos on. These things put out a ton of power, but this is for a project we're working on for them. We'll show you more of that as we get closer. But yeah, so, and then the one last thing that we got was, if you guys remember, we got in the Virtus, both sets of Virtus. We got nano carbons, which are the thin guys, and then we got the regular Virtus in, and then they sent us the Dayton boxes, those guys, so that we can load them both into those enclosures and do you guys a sound demo, which the sound demo for the 4-inch will be out this week. So we'll get to see if that concept actually works. We already got a second one to do, so hopefully the concept works, because if not, we're kind of screwed. But hey, if it doesn't, we'll figure out how it didn't, and we'll come up with a solution to make it work.
All right, so you guys remember that we're supposed to announce the winner of the box.
Oh, the MTI enclosure box. We're gonna. We had originally said that October 10th was going to be the day for the giveaway.
Yep.
Not realizing that we're actually gone for a week in the middle of all that. So we're going to
do it on Saturday?
No, I want to give them until next Monday. I want to give everyone a solid another week to enter the competition, because we kind of missed a week talking about it while we were gone.
Okay.
So for those of you guys that don't know, right now we're running a competition, a giveaway as it were. And it's really simple to enter. You go to MTI Acoustics here on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You follow the page. You take a screenshot that says you're followed. You use the one, so you only have one Instagram account, so you can only enter once with an email address. Mm-hmm. You're going to send it to the place we send all our stuff to, which is dnfchristmas@yahoo.com.
Yep.
It's just the channel we use for all the giveaways we do. And that's it. You'll be entered to win. We were going to draw tonight, but because we were gone for a week, we're going to take it out one more week. So, and what you're going to win is a Series 1 box. So that's a carpeted box, stage one. So it's going to be a carpet box, whether you have a truck, a car, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a stage 1 box for your car. But all you have to do is go to their Instagram page, like their page, screenshot, send the screenshot to DNF Christmas, D&F Christmas at yahoo.com, and you'll be entered to win. That's it. That's as hard as it is. 1 entry per Instagram account. That's important. Dina, I accidentally entered twice. Honestly, a mistake. I don't use my Gmail account very often, and that's okay, man. We're going through them all as they come in, and we're deleting any doubles. So, hey guys, keep up the good work. Hey, we're gonna try our best.
That's right. Yeah.
What's up, Dean and Fernando? Honestly, just kind of trying to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
You know,
we just got back.
Yeah, last week, you know, obviously we got back late, and then it was just Friday and Saturday were just 100 miles an hour, and so. Happy birthday, Fernando. When's your birthday? Your birthday's not.
It's next week.
Is it next week?
Yeah, it's next week, next Monday.
Really? Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not getting you shit. Fernando's birthday is next Monday. We can all sing him a happy birthday on the show.
Oh, that's right.
Very nice. Right. What?
I say don't.
Why would we not do that? That would be fun. Everyone can type along.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. But yeah, no. So it's just trying to get back into the swing of things. You know, being gone, and then of course we have tons of stuff because we're gonna be gone. We're gonna be gone the last two. So the last week of October, the last weekend of October, we'll be gone for the JVC thing that I just talked about, and then SEMA's the week after that. So. It's gonna be a hectic couple weeks for us.
Yes, it's gonna be crazy.
So we got to get a ton of stuff done. So, yay! Oh, one more thing that showed up today. My daughter's birthday is Tuesday.
Oh,
very nice. One other thing that showed up today. A friend of ours dropped this off. He's like, "Hey man, I bought it and made it, and here you go." So this is which I was surprised. I have a couple of these that I haven't actually built, and I didn't know these things were this solid, man. Like this thing is pretty intense. So we have the Lego Boba Fett helmet here. There you go. His daughter's the day after yours.
Yeah. So I have 2 cousins. The one is.
Your cousin's
14?
Your cousin's name is Juan?
No. One is a 14. No, the 15, 16, and then mine 17. So when we used to be small, I'm still small, but they used to make a party for all 3. That was cool. That was great.
Really?
Oh yeah. You know.
That's
why did you spend money? You know, just
everyone's part at the same time.
3 kids.
All right.
Yeah, that was great.
Cool. Well, hey guys, that's all we got going on right now. Just a quick check-in to let you know that we're here and we're live.
Right.
It's Monday, which means tonight at 6:30, we're going to have the live show where you can have fun and ask questions and just hang out for a good old time. That's over on Facebook or YouTube, whichever one is your preferred method. Make sure to tune in tonight. That's 6:30, 5-Star Car Stereo.
Bye, guys.
Somebody was really excited. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in like an hour and 15 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Fernando.
Hey.
Look at that. That's our daylight right there. We got to get another one of these. Oh my gosh, you know who just joined us?
Who?
Morel.
Hey! How you guys doing today? Welcome back. They came back from, where they were from?
Mexico.
That's right. Yes.
Man, I thought for sure you were going to spin that into the promo.
Oh, no, hang on.
What's up, Flynn? How's it going? So for any of you guys caught the show on Monday, today being Wednesday, we were starting this Mustang that is not mine. And
Sadly,
yes.
not me.
And it got a full JL system, with the exception of the radio is a Kenwood. But this is the back area of it here. We did a little different this time. Normally, you know, we do tech flex over everything, and Fernando wasn't feeling it for some reason. He was like, you know what? Can we just do wires for once? And I was like, sure.
Just do naked wires.
Do naked wires. So we did some naked wires.
Of course, they have.
I was gonna say yes. The wires
tech
are
flex
all
is still
taped and
all the way.
Once you get past the visibility there, but you know, he just wanted some naked wires. And I was like, whatever works for you. Got a little bridge right here, a little Thomas the Train action going on. It's a two-layer amp rack. That's the spare tire inflator that normally goes inside of this guy here. Obviously, we want to keep it, so it sits towards the back. JL subs. They will be screwed in. We've had them screwed in. We just pulled it apart to change the ohm load on the subs. Found out this amp only does 1.5 ohms. It does the exact amount of power between 4 and 1.5 ohms. We had it at 1 ohm. It did not like that at all, so we pulled them out. Changed them to 8 ohm, which gives us a 4 ohm load on that amplifier. So the amplifier is happy now, and that's all good there. How this works is he built this system. We just installed it. So you have a 4-channel, a mono block, 4 channels going into these array of passive crossovers here. So this is the 3-way set. This is the 2-way set that is connected as a coaxial. So JL gives you the ability to put the tweeter into the mid-range like a lot of manufacturers do. It's a C5 set, which the C5 comes with a 6, a 4, and a tweet. This is not a 4-inch at all, so the 4-inch will not fit there. So we swapped out the 4-inch for a Kenwood C2, which does fit, which we showed you on Monday. So that went in there really nice. Everything went in hot diggity dog. Line array ribbon tweeter for car audio. They do make those. There is a ribbon tweeter for car. I can't remember who makes it. I think it's available through Orca, but anyways, so you have the Kenwood radio in the dash using the MFT1 kit from my data. That means this is the volume, this is track up and down. The eject button, which is located right here, actually brings up the gauge cluster on this, which, let's see, I haven't even tested that yet because we just got done with it and we were taking a little break. I haven't pressed that button yet, so it takes a minute. If you ever do one of these Cobras and you know it has this gauge and you're in the iData, you'll find that the steering wheel does not match any of their configurations. Just match, they have one configuration that has this, just match that, and it's a resistive base, so it doesn't matter. All these, like these all have the same number, so think of it as a code, and it knows which code is which button, even though the buttons are in different places. So yeah, of course, there we go. Let's see, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Let's pull up the gauges. All right, so there's the gauges. Yay, gauges. And then once we're in gauges, I always do that. So here's climate, here's information. A lot of the times in this page, you'll have things that you don't need, and a lot of people don't know that if you just press and hold, you can do this, and we can move stuff that we don't want out and move stuff that we do want in. So this has air conditioning. We'll move that over to here. Now this has hard buttons as well as the display on the screen, which is nice. So we can do that, and it'll pull up the air conditioner. We can shut it off from here too. It just mimics the action. When you have stuff like this on the radio, think of it as like a steering wheel control. that's what it's doing. When you plug this in, this has harnesses that plug into the back of it, like for all of these features. But for the most part, it's just reporting. These switches are reporting to the body control module, and the radio's just talking the same information to the body control module. So it's basically steering wheel, a lot more difficult, but the concept is like when you press this, it's telling the body control module something, this is telling the body control module the same thing. But now we have vehicle information. You can see that the doors are open. We can check our battery voltage and whatnot. And we go to HD radio. So it's kind of cool. And then, like I said, this is probably the coolest part. And we're done, we can shut it off. Yay! Hello, what's the best line output converter? Man, I wish that was an easy question to answer. I will say this. It depends what you're trying to do, because there are different line output converters that do different things now, and some are obviously better than others depending on the situation that you're trying to install it in. So, for example, let's say you have a car that has a factory subwoofer in it, and all you're trying to do is integrate into it to add a subwoofer. No problem. Something like that, you could use something as simple as any one of the audio controls, an LC1i, LC2i Pro, Epicenter Micro. Any one of those would do the job. The bare minimum being the LC1i. Now, if you're trying to integrate into the highs of a car, and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to run into, meaning there could be equalization there of some kind. That's when you want to look at like the kicker key lock, because the key lock actually has de-equalization built into it. And it can go in and it can fix any of the problems from the factory. So like if you have a Toyota, a Nissan, even a Chevy, to get a really great signal output for your highs amplifiers, the key lock is a better alternative if you're not going to buy a DSP that has that feature built into it. Now, let's say you have a Honda, and Honda has this awesome bass low pass, or high pass, low pass, has a low pass filter, has a high pass filter in the radio, meaning there's an active crossover in the subsection of the radio, so it doesn't put out deep bass. So the key lock is a great solution for that, because it'll go in and EQ the signal back out as flat as it can and give you a lot of bass. We got to screw the box in first.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I hadn't folded those up yet. So there's that as an option. Pack Amp Pro GM61 audio control LC1i subwoofer not playing. Head unit volume reaches 70% and above. Have troubleshot it for hours. Trying everything. So on an Amp Pro, the front, rear, and sub output are all the same signal, meaning there's no active crossover in there. So front, rear, and sub all put out the same signal. The only difference between the front, rear, and sub is that the sub is what's called non-fading, meaning if you use the balance and fader in the radio, it won't go between those. So you can use the front, rear, sub to go into your amplifier. It doesn't matter if you're just doing testing to see if that is in fact the problem. The other thing you can test too is if you have a digital multimeter, you could play a test tone and put your multimeter to AC voltage and measure the AC voltage output of the Amp Pro. So it should be like if you have your volume up about halfway, you should see somewhere between 1 to 2.5 volts. If you're playing like a 40 hertz test tone, you should see that across all of them. If you're not seeing that, or when you turn up and down the volume, it should get louder, or it should be more voltage, less voltage, but it should never be above like 5 volts. Somewhere between 1 and 5 volts is what you should be seeing. That would be a great place to start also, to make sure that you actually have signal coming out of your Amp Pro. This is what our IRTA2 tool that we sell is used for, testing electrical signal, because if you had that tool, you could easily plug it in to the RCAs from the Amp Pro into the IRTA2, connect it to your iPad, and you'd see the signal coming out of the radio to see in fact you have a signal problem. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have signal coming into the amplifier. If you have signal coming in the amplifier, then you know it's something between the input section and the output section of the amplifier. At that point, you're going to want to, you've said you've been testing it for hours, so I'm to assume you've probably gone through it enough. At this point, I'm grabbing my phone and I'm using some form of converter to RC out of my phone. I have an iPhone, so I have a Lightning to RCA adapter. I'm plugging it directly into the sub amp, and I'm seeing if I get sound that way. That way I'll know what's going on. Is my input section on my amplifier good? Something wrong with the car? So there's a lot of tests you can do that are simple tests that will get you moving along. Everyone should buy an IRTA2, great tool. Thank you, Fro. Fro's coming to Master Tech.
Oh, very nice.
I know, right?
Yep.
I think we're gonna have to leverage him as a asset for our clean wire thing. Mm-hmm. Meaning we might need him to, like, maybe, you know, be on the side, running around for us.
He's like, screw you. I'm
gonna have fun. Screw you guys.
Yeah.
But anyways, that would be where I'd start to test things. So you got to test your signal. You know, we talk about it all the time. Our tool, or anybody's RTA for that matter. Thank you for explaining that. You guys are great. No problem. But that's when we say, like, you know, our tool has multiple uses for you. God, I hate that. Listen to that. That's an air compressor outside that is just hating life. Yeah. Just listen to it all day long. All day long, I gotta hear that. It's driving me nuts. Hey, who liked the video today on the kicker? I'm sorry, there's like a piece of stuff sticking out of this guy's car that's irritating me. On those headphones. Hope you guys check that out. For anyone that saw the video today and wondered why we had masks on, we filmed that video last year. It just took us this long to get it out. 2016 BMW X5 with Logic 7 factory amp. Taking high level from the harness sub out to audio control, ACM 1.300. Even with remote turn on, I need to unplug and then plug in the signal leads to get any sound. So, you're going high level, which it can handle up to 20 volts of input. The second part of that you need to check for is DC offset. That may not have DC offset on the sub output. A lot of the German cars don't. What is DC offset? DC offset is not AccuBase. What is it called? What is their DC offset called? GTO. Sorry, GTO. Great turn on. Jesus. GTO needs 6 volts DC coming over the AC signal path. How you test for that? There again, digital multimeter. Take the positive, go to the positive speaker wire. Take the negative, go to the frame of the car or the ground that you're using for your amplifier. Turn it on. You don't have to have volume. Have your digital multimeter set to DC. If it doesn't say anywhere between 5.5 to 6.5 volts, that means you have no DC offset. That means the GTO circuit isn't going to work properly. That amplifier, I don't think has signal sense. So you may have to go find another source of ignition to turn the amplifier on. We stock 2 devices for when we run into situations like this. One is called an ING3 from PAC, and the other one is called a TR4. The ING3 senses the car starting and creates an accessory. So when it's resting at 12 volts, when it sees it go up to 13.5, it turns it on. The TR4 is basically a DC offset that will typically, on those cars, the other speakers in the other amplifier portion of that will have DC offset. So a lot of the times in the BMWs and the Volkswagens and all those fun little German cars, we'll use a TR4 to tap into one of the door speakers and create a remote turn on and go back to the amplifier. So that's what you need to check to see what is going on there first. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. Mention the name of the tool. That it is called. You can go to d&fttooldrawer.com. That is d&fttooldrawer.com, and it's in the top left-hand corner. It's called the IRTA2. It's an electrical IRTA. There's a bunch of videos up there. Before you buy it, please watch the videos, see how it works, and then if it's something that will help you, which we know it will, go for it. What's up, Lance? Is 600 watts RMS good enough for a subwoofer and a Honda Accord? When we were talking about Honda Accord just a minute ago, we were talking about high level to low level and how that car has a high pass filter built into it. So a 600 watt amp without fixing that, meaning not using like a key lock or something that has de-equalization, when you look at this, the output from the radio and how it rolls off, that 600 watt amp is only going to be putting out probably about 300 watts. So as long as the sub that you have has, doesn't need a lot of power, you'll be fine. And the reason for that is because where you're going to be playing your bass, the sound coming from the radio is so reduced that the amplifier just isn't getting enough signal. So when you don't get enough signal, so think of it as like getting very low voltage into the amplifier, plus it's just not there to amplify, so the power trade-off, and it typically just doesn't sound great. But yeah, give it a try, and if it doesn't work, I plan on investing in a key lock from Kicker. Like the video, I watched it an hour ago. Thank you. What's up from California? I watched it but wondered about the performance with wired media. We strictly got those headphones for the airplane, so that was it. We weren't really doing we wanted it more for the noise canceling, more for than the sound quality, or like sitting in a room and jamming out with those. I'm assuming they'll probably be decent, but it was more for the noise canceling, because in that noise canceling genre, you have the Sonys, which are the best so far, and I have a set of Sonys now, just because, and then everything is below that. So then you go, and I think the new Bose, for a while there, jumped to Sony's, but then just came out with a new Sony, which I think they're again. So the Sony and Bose leapfrog, and they're expensive. They're really expensive. So what we were trying to do is test an affordable alternative for noise canceling headphones that us as car audio guys would rather spend our money on, like, give it to a company we like, as opposed to giving our money to just some random, Apple, who, Beats by Dre crap, which people like it. It's okay. But I will say this, Haley has 2 pairs of Beats by Dre, one with noise canceling and one without, and she stole my Kickers and won't give them back. So from that perspective, yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, since Fernando's done back here, let's go in the back of the car. We'll take a look and see what we got going on. So sub amp, highs amp. The reason why it's configured this way is we want this wire to be the shortest. This is the power distribution block, T-Spec from Metra. Love this. It's a fused distribution block. So if you pop the top off, you have 2 fuses. You have a big block in the center. These things are awesome. I love these. Good job. One thing we're gonna review these and kind of talk about them. These use Torx instead of Allen heads, which is really cool. But the screws are here in the side, and we found the perfect tool for tightening these things in. So hopefully in the next couple weeks we'll get a chance to show you guys what those can do and how awesome they are. But way to go, Metra, badass. Anyways, Stinger wire, it's what we sell. The highs amp is on this side because how we run this is unlike, that is the only wire that goes forward. That is the bass knob wire, and that is because it is short. So there's one of these grooves here, it runs into that groove. But when you're talking like a zero gauge is not going to fit in this groove. And you can see the box sits directly on the floor. So we don't want to run any power wires or signal wires this way, because they're just going to get rubbed on. This doesn't touch anything, so there's a tunnel that we can run this through, and it's just a phone cable, so that's why that runs that way. Our zero gauge comes back here. There's a factory ground point here. However, you do have to tap it in order for it to function, because it's the weirdest thing. But we put an M6 tap into it, and then we put an M6 bolt in the washer and all that. But our power wire runs all the way out here and then forward. Okay, so there's nothing here, so you can still set heavy stuff there. And then the signal wire, we use a 20-footer for this car, and it just reaches, goes and does the same thing, goes out here. As you can see, all the speaker wire also goes this way. And then in this, it had the factory amplifier, so we used the iData connection here in the kick panel to plug in, and then we ran tweeter wires, because in this, the mid-range and the tweeter are on the same. So we run our own tweeter wires up, and we use the factory wiring for the mid-range and the 6.5 in the door. And that's about it. But if you've watched one of our Mustang videos, they're pretty straightforward. This is a double 1/2-inch thick baffle that we made to mount this in here. There is a screw located right here that screws the whole thing into place. Yeah, it's exciting as it gets. So that just sits there Obviously, there's a hole there for it to rest into. That's the tire thing for this car. And move the motor along here. Did he get the HD backup camera? No, he's just got the factory backup camera in this. Just that guy, factory. So, you know, a lot of people don't want to change out factory. I have some Stinger X RCA cables that are loose on some terminals, both on my DM608 and my amps. How do you handle this sort of thing? Oh, actually it's kind of, locked up. Alright, sorry about that. The internet froze. Someone asked about their X cables being loose. So obviously you have the X3s, and what these are designed to do is these are the best. So as you twist this down, it actually locks it into place, and as you untwist it, it loosens up, makes it easy to get off. These are not so fortunate. But what happens a lot of the times is you'll notice there's a slit right here, and this is what happens is these get compressed. Take a razor knife, this is a Jeff Smith trick, put it down the center like this, okay, and then just carefully wobble the ends back and forth like that, increasing that gap there. All right, now when you put it in, it'll ride in perfectly. You can do that on the Stinger 1s. Does the same thing, but most Stinger cables all have this split down the center, and that's what becomes the problem, is that you can't. So you just wiggle it back and forth, because if you go too hard, you'll break one of these off, and then it becomes a useless cable. But that's the trick right there, and that will solve your issues. This was a Jeff Smith hack when I was complaining one day about the same thing. He's like, dude, you're doing it wrong. I go, okay, no problem. Show me. So that's the secret for that. Then it has the Sony GS9 headphones. No, he doesn't. That might change soon. Bass knob added to amp direct, not DSP or Pack Amp Pro. If we're talking audio control, just use the one that comes with the amplifier. Or use the amplifier or the Amp Pro. It really doesn't matter. They're all going to do the same thing. I just don't like the AC3. It's a perfectly functioning bass knob. There's nothing actually wrong with it. I don't like infinite spin. I like something that has a stop point and then, start, stop. I don't want to sit there and do this because I don't know. It's a personal thing. The knob works fine. I just, it's not any different. Do the kicker keys both correct signal? Yes and no. Different signals. So, a kicker key lock fixes the electrical signal coming out of the car. So, if there's equalization done, it'll flatten that out. If there's time delay done, it'll fix that. If it has an all-pass filter, it'll negate that. So it fixes the electrical signal that goes into the amplifier or the DSP. It makes it flat. The Key 500.1 is capable of doing that from like 120 hertz and below. So it's not a full key lock, but it has the same basic key lock ability for signal, but just from a reduced amount of frequencies, because obviously it's a sub amp, so it doesn't need to go all the way up to 20,000. And then a Key 200.4 is acoustical only, meaning when you put it in the car, you put the microphone in, it's not fixing the electrical signal that's coming out of the radio, it's fixing it through acoustics. So if there is an all-pass filter and it is doing weird things with delay, then you end up having to shut delay off, because it can't fix for that, because it can't fix the electrical signal. However, if that is a problem, if you put a key lock in front of it, the key lock will fix the electrical, and then you put a Key 200.4 in it, and it'll fix the acoustical. So essentially have a fully set up auto DSP'd system from Kicker. Need to have a DNF tool drawer, tool bag, stocked for holidays. You're funny. Not a bad idea, though. Have a Maxwell two-way set. Can I buy the passives and mid-range to make it a three-way set? Worth investment, sound quality-wise. Honestly, I have no idea if you can buy those parts. You'd have to reach out to, Natasha and ask her if those things are available that way. I just don't know. Is it worth it? If you got the space, yeah, three-way is always a tad better. Just a tad.
Just 3 ways.
Apparently this table's wrong. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You sure? All right, you got your towel. You gonna whip it?
Hello, guys. Welcome to the show. No, now that you're talking about, like, if it is worth it, of course it's worth it. You can call them now because they back and... I mean, it's not like they went out of business, but they back at the office right now. You can call them.
You could have just said they were on vacation.
Or you can... Yeah, they went.
They went on a child-free vacation.
That was good. Anyway, you can go to the website, check morelhifi.com, and you can find all the three-way sets from the top of the line, the very nice ones to the actually affordable that you can get.
Were you going to say Elates?
morelhifi.com.
You say Elates, Supremos,
the Maximos,
hybrids.
Right? So it have tons amplifiers. They have. So check them out.
MPS amplifiers.
MPS, that's right.
I saw an ad today for the MPS 5-channel.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize their 5-channel is one of the most affordable ABD amplifiers.
Yes, because it's AB, 4 channels, and D in the sub channel. How cool is that?
I know, right? It's so awesome.
You can watch some pictures in here. Morel_America. Just check them out. They competed in sound quality and all that stuff. It's so cool. Go check them out. That's right. And it's done.
Olay?
That's right.
You a Matador? Matador?
Matador. That's right, guys.
What's up, Arturo?
Hey.
Should bass knob be put to max when connected to amp when setting gain levels? Of course. I mean, that's... All right, so actually, it's funny. I had an interesting question the other day. Somebody asked me about how the gain knob should properly function on an amplifier. Should a gain be a boost, or should a gain just be whatever you set your... I'm sorry, not a gain. A bass knob be a boost, or should it be wherever you set your gain to is as loud it gets and you use the bass knob to turn it down? This was an interesting thing because I had to think about it for a minute because a lot of people ask, should my gain knob be up or down? Personally, I think the gain knob should be unplugged, for one, so that you don't know, in case you don't know if it's up or down. Mm-hmm. And then a radio's subwoofer level control is boost. So if you're going to use the bass subwoofer controller in the radio, then yes, you want to turn it up because that is adding more signal into the amplifier, which you're adjusting that with your gain overlap. So for example, if you leave your radio at 0 and then you set your gain overlap to 10 dB, which is negative 10 dB, so you're adding 10 dBs more of signal into that, and then you go into your radio and you turn that up after the fact, you could be adding as much as another 15 dB of boost into that signal. So now your amplifier is set to 25 dBs of boost.
That's so confusing.
That's a lot of distortion going into that amplifier, okay? So, yes, max these things out before you set it up so that you have an accurate, this is as loud as it's going to get. Your subwoofer level control should just be a level control, meaning whatever you set the maximum loudness to, it should just always, that's it, and you turn down from there. So, hopefully that answers your question.
Hopefully.
Do we have something else to talk about?
We got a lot of things.
Oh, we got a giveaway going on. For those of you guys still here, hopefully you guys have taken part in the MTI giveaway we have going on. You still have time. You still have until Monday. For those of you that aren't familiar with what it is, go here on Instagram to what is it?
MTI Acoustics.
MTI Acoustics.
Yep.
You got it on your phone?
No.
Can you look it up real quick? Go MTI Acoustics here on Instagram. Follow the page. Take a screenshot, email it to us. Oh, hang on, let me flip this around. So there it is. This is what it looks like. MTI Acoustics. Go there, hit follow, take a screenshot. Then what I need you to do is come over to your computer or your phone or whatever it is where your email is. We're going to come to mine. You don't obviously you can do it from your phone. Go to email us that screenshot to dnfchristmas@yahoo.com. 1 entry per Instagram account. Okay, that's it. Don't send us 4 emails from all your emails. No, you have 1 Instagram account. You get 1 entry. That's it. Fun. Yeah. So make sure you guys do that. We want, you're going to win a free enclosure.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any easier than that. If you need a box,
Share it. Come on, guys.
Dean's thoughts of putting the ARC for a stock location of a power port cigarette lighter. ACR4.
ACR.
Yeah, it's funny. Funny you should mention that, Bobby, because when we did the Jeep build at
Master Tech.
It wasn't Master Tech. It was the Orca Train Mobile Solutions. Anyways, when we did the Jeep build, we were having a hard time trying to figure out where to put the volume knob for the sub, because typically in a Jeep we do the we don't install them that way. We always go. We don't use amp pros. We use DSR1s. And we do that so that we can reprogram the radio to use bass control. There's that. We do that so that we can use the oh, that's just gonna kill me. We can use bass as a subwoofer level control, and then we can use some of the features built in the radio to do other things with the DSR1. So we don't typically put a bass knob in those cars. So, we were like, where are we gonna put the bass knob? And then Tom was like, Miller was like, well, we'll just put it in the cigarette lighter. That's a great spot. And I was like, oh, cool. So he designed a really cool laser panel to go there, and then we wired it up so the lighting still worked and all that other fun stuff. But yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it.
Yeah.
I noticed you have a MacBook. I just bought one, but I cannot program the direct to E3 module. Are you able to do it? If so, what can I do? First things first, don't do alarms. Which okay. But no, iData will allow you can do iData modules through there.
Hey, Eduardo.
What I did use, which I don't know where the hell I put it. Oh, here it is. Sorry. What I used to use when we did do alarms was the XK loader that worked through my phone. So this is how I would program, because I would use this in an iPad or my phone to program the modules. I don't, like I said, I'm not the alarm guy, so I don't know what the new hotness is. But yes, typically it kind of sucks. And there are a lot of DSPs that don't use Mac, or not Mac compatible. There's only 2 DSPs that are Mac compatible, which is Audio Control and JL Audio. So for all the other guys out there, I have this. So I travel with 2 laptops. I have this HP, which really sucks, and I have my MacBook that is my life. And it actually works out really well, because like when we're doing a DSP, we will always use the Windows to tune the DSP, and we use the Mac for the RTA, because there again, both of those companies make RTAs that are Mac compatible. What was funny?
What Bobby says.
Oh. Is it worth to upgrade from the Austin 8.9 to the new Forza? Ooh. That's always one of those questions that people ask. Like, I got the old one, should I get the new one?
I'm just going to say yes.
Well, okay. Yeah, we all want to say yes, but the reality is no. If you got a Forza, and you're just going to update to like the newer 9 or 8 channel, like, no, why? If I was buying a new car, I would sell the old one. But as far as what
it's gonna do for you?
Yeah, I feel like it's going from one phone to the next without getting a better camera. It's better software. There's no doubt about it. It's much cooler software. If you're one of those guys that wants to have the latest, greatest, coolest, baddest thing there is, then yeah, definitely go for it. If you're one of those guys that I like my Forza, however, I wish I had more power, The companion app side of it is going to be awesome. But the thing is like all of the coolness isn't really going to be available until next year sometime.
Right.
So, I mean, you got time. You got time to figure it out. But if you like, I want it louder, I want more power, I want to get a big, I want a bridge, I want to do this, then yeah, from that perspective, it's totally worth it. So if you're just going to swap out an 8-channel for an 8-channel, probably not the way to go. But if you're like, I want to go bigger, I want to expand, then yeah, it's totally worth it. Are there any factory premium systems worth keeping, or do they all need to be upgraded? I mean, a lot of this, like, really high-end cars, the systems sound okay, but, and this is what I tell my friends that are not car audio people, that when we talk about, like, what people do, and they go, he did what? Or he spent how much? Is that it's all relative to your lifestyle. All right. So, for example, if let's look at the Porsche that we just did, the big Cayenne that we put all the BRAC system in. All right. That guy has a balls to the wall home audio system. Like, damn, like it costs more than most people's houses. Not right now, but like, 2019 houses. Not now. Now you can't even buy a shit shack for under $500,000, it seems like. Anyways, my point is he is used to a certain level of performance that factory stereo is just not going to give him, okay? So for him, no, that Burmeister system sounded like ass, okay? But let's say, you go and you put on a set of Beats by Dre headphones and you say, God, dude, have you heard these things, Fernando? These things sound amazing. And you're over there and you got, your freaking $2,000 way better headphones, and you're like, yeah, let me hear those. And you're like, bro, I wouldn't use these to wipe my butt, all right? Not picking on Beats by Dre. I'm just saying we're trying to compare things here. So that would be the factory. Somebody gets in a car and says, dude, this thing sounds awesome. And most of you guys are probably going to go, yeah, we listening to the same thing? Like, you need a subwoofer and probably some better tweeters. Oh, hell, while you're at it, put a DSP. Just tear it all out. So there are some good parts to some of these systems, and that's why a lot of the times, like when we talk about it, the consultation part of our job is probably one of the most important, because we don't necessarily always need to tear out everything from the factory. It's just a matter of where is the problem, what is annoying you, and what can we do to make it better, and then we build from that. When we came up with the front stage upgrade idea, we just labeled it that. A lot of people do front stage upgrade. It was for that reason, because it's like it sounds like poo-poo up front, and I need more bass. No problem. Put an amplifier in it, probably a DSP, new set of components up front, subwoofer in the back, and all of a sudden, livens up the car. It's like, damn, this sounds pretty good. Kept the factory radio, and everybody's happy. So it really just depends on your level of experience. Hey, did I mention you guys could win a free box of MTI acoustics by simply taking a screenshot of your page, liking their page, and then sending that screenshot to dnfchristmas@yahoo.com? Did I mention that? Yeah. Don't forget to do that, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, you've already missed it. I'm not upgrading. Christian, you're such a liar. You are such a liar. Nando's thought was funny. Oh, is that what you're laughing, Bobby?
Yeah.
Cool thing. Always like watching you guys. Great information. Only upgrade if you want a new bass knob. Thanks, Dean. Can you still use the Kenwood Exelon set for the Chryslers? I have a 2021 Ram. Crutchfield says they aren't compatible. What? Why would they say that? They might. Okay, you got to remember with Crutchfield, if they haven't physically eyes on, then they don't always say they fit. But no, we've done those in 2021. Yeah, why not? Now, if it has the three-way set, that's going to be a little bit different. But no, the Kenwoods still work in the 2021s. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's bizarre. The compressor next door annoys Dean. Yeah. Like, I want someone to run it over and blow it up, set it on fire, and drive it down a hill. It's just it's very annoying. Very annoying. You good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, guys, that's it. We're going to let you guys go. Hope we answered your questions. Hope you had fun. Thanks for coming out and playing with us. Remember, go register to win your MTI acoustic box. Head over to Morel. Thank you for sponsoring the show today, as always. Hope you enjoyed the Mustang. More videos coming out always. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. You can do it, man.
Stop it. I have a knife, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I remember that from a movie. Yeah.
What's up, Chris? Why is he mad? He's always mad. You guys just don't ever see him that way, man.
What?
Camera turns on and gets all fake.
What do you mean?
This is why.
I'm never mad.
You're always mad.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you relentlessly.
Dude, how can you? No.
Yeah. Oh,
This
for
is
sure.
car audio, man. You have to be happy.
Oh gosh. What are you doing over there?
Right now, because we put in a 6.5 speaker in this Jeep. If you just put the 6.5 like that, it's gonna rubber.
Rubber?
It's gonna what?
It's gonna rubber. You said?
How do you say it?
It's just gonna rub.
It's gonna rub
Yeah.
the surround of the speaker in the plastic.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep.
So grind it, and then just gotta cut it a little bit, and you're good to go.
Chris says he yelled at me so bad at K-Fest.
Yes.
Always mad.
Yes, I
Yep.
did.
See?
I did.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah.
¿Qué pasa, Chris? Yeah.
Yep. And then we made these, which are even more. So these are lasered spacers. That
Well,
we
yeah,
made.
you have to use this. Like this one actually goes right here in the corner, right there.
Yep.
Squeeze it out.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
And then the speaker will not rub and make bad noises.
And then the speaker with you just save the speaker's life.
Yeah. I mean, make the pod smaller, but that's,
Yeah, I
that's-
guess besides the point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you.
Why is Fernando always mad? Because he's Fernando.
Because I'm Fernando.
You know.
Hi, my name is Fernando, and I have a problem.
Wayne says sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Paragon.
Yeah.
Why would he say
Wayne.
sorry? Having some lunch with Wayne and Ed.
Oh, wow. See, now I'm mad. Dude, I should be with them. Just having lunch. Talk about the Volkswagen and dude.
What are we working on today? I mean, really?
We're working on an F-150 right now.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're working on.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't we work on? Oh, we worked on an F-150 this morning.
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. Oh God, yeah, it was one. I had to build the whole dash. That one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So.
I'm coming. Okay, hold on. Let's see what's happening. Live? Is it working? Yeah, it says, I'm coming to Florida for a week in April. Wanted to drive the 24 hours from Ontario, Canada, to have you guys do my install. Any thoughts? No, man. I mean, I could hook you up with somebody in Canada. We know people.
But what happened if he wants?
I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
Don't listen to Dean. We're happy to have your car here.
Of course.
We can work in your car.
Yes.
So,
What's up, Danny?
while you enjoying your vacation,
We'll work on his car.
we'll work on your car. Don't worry about it.
You should make TikTok about how mad he is. Oh, that's funny.
Just call Paul.
Come on, Fernando, smile for me. And that was the tip of the day. That was the tip of the day. That was totally the tip of the day. Those new shirts should make Nando happy. Like I said, he's always upset about something.
People make me upset.
Oh my God, a Jeep. I'd never tried polyfill in those Jeeps. What do you think about that instead of deadener? Really, the deadener isn't for...
It's not for the sound.
Yeah, the deadener's not for the sound. The deadener is because they're made out of cheap plastic, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
I think
And
it's because they glue.
and they glue them
They
together.
glue them together. It's two pieces, the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
And you know,
Just
I think I heard something that they fall apart, and we don't want it to do that. So
Correct.
we just take the precautions and just sound it in the whole thing.
yeah.
You know?
And you know, but that's why you know, I don't.
See, that's why I'm mad, because it's like, Jesus, how can you do that to me? Yeah.
Oh, it's a Ram TRX. You might like it. Oh no, yeah, no, Rams are cool.
Oh, it's a Ram.
Yeah. Anybody in Ontario you would recommend? I think Gatlin's store is still open. Is he on? No, wait, Ontario. He's not in Ontario. He's in London.
What about?
I would have to. I'd have to talk to my Canadian guys. I know Pat's on the West Coast.
Well, I mean, it's closer than here.
No, but Ontario's on the East Coast, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or east side of. Yeah, and that's like driving from California to
What
Florida.
about perfectionists? Oh no, they don't know.
They're in Alaska, dude. That's West Coast. Relax, relax.
Oh my God. Yeah, just drive over here. It's okay.
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, Johnny.
Do you guys know what you're doing in a Jeep? No.
I don't know.
No, actually,
Right now-
it just looks like wires are puking out of the dash.
Yeah.
That's all it looks like. And
know,
that's organized.
I was trying to.
Because it's an Alpine. So Johnny knows all about the Alpine.
No, actually, so what we did here is we're trying to put the microphone, and you have to take all these apart to put the microphone in.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
goes up
good.
there. Yeah. So, hi guys.
Hey,
What's up, Tint and Sounds?
tent and sounds.
I'm coming there. F it. Okay, no problem.
See? Told you.
It's a bodywork type of day. Changing the bed quarter panel on an F-250.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't know, Oscar. I think I could find something better for you to do.
Oh, dude, I saw a picture. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, somebody was like grinding the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, yummy Maestro. Yeah. I tell you what, the Maestro guys are the best. Their customer support is phenomenal. Just a short story. We were having an issue with the car, and we called them up. They went out and rented the car we were working on to see if they could replicate the problem and find a solution for it.
That is correct.
That's insanity for a manufacturer to do that, and like
I
they
think
did
it's
that.
awesome.
They
It's
did
like-
that shit quick too.
Dude, like,
Yeah, it's pretty insane. So, kudos to iData, like
Yeah.
Maestro for the win. It's insanity.
all right, so now can you see? Close it?
No, I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, you want me to flip it?
Yeah, flip it over here.
Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, hold on. Let me zoom in. Okay, I'm zoomed in. What am I looking at?
Oh, I mean, right here, the space.
Yeah, I see the space.
All right,
Do you have the
so now
spacers
you got
in?
space. No, I'm going to.
Oh, okay.
But
Now it's not going to touch?
now it's not gonna touch.
Yeah. That's
Can't
magic.
touch this. Ding, ding, ding.
I'm zoomed in. Man, they totally missed it. Can't call yourself a real fabricator until you've customized the body of a car or truck. Well, don't worry. I never call myself a real fabricator.
Nope.
What's up, Car Audio Education?
We do more type of yeah, never mind.
Haley's driving me crazy. Oh. Hey guys, would you like to win a free MTI enclosure? I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to. If you'd like to win a free MTI enclosure, stage 1, real simple. Go here to MTI Acoustics on Instagram, follow them, take a screenshot, mail the screenshot via email to
Email the screenshot via email. Okay.
Okay. Email the screenshot to dndfchristmas@yahoo.com by Monday, and you will be registered to win. And there's that air compressor of theirs.
I think we should give away a compressor.
Oh, I want to buy him a new one. It's like
That's
Jesus.
what Bobby said yesterday. It sounds like Dean is gonna buy a new one today.
No, I'm gonna just set it on fire, roll down a hill. This is like the
This
15th
girl
time
is
today.
on fire.
Anyway, so if you'd like to get yourself I gotta wait until this is over. Okay, so there, it's over. If you'd like an MTI acoustics enclosure, it's real simple. It's for, you know, car, truck, doesn't matter.
You pick.
You pick.
Subwoofers, it's just
the box. So, sexy
Yesterday
box.
somebody asked, oh, what kind of subwoofers?
Hey Dean, what's the latest y'all stay at the shop usually? Working on cars is 6:30. We leave at 6:30. Working on, you know, projects usually until they're done.
Yes.
Have you seen the Metra has interfaces for the new GM trucks? Which interfaces are you talking about, Fro?
For the new trucks?
Yeah, are you talking like radio replacement or amplifier replacement? How can you add dashboard speakers? You mean if there's none there, take the dash out? Actually, if you want to see how hard it is, go check out Andy Waymeyer's post from Audio Frog. He's currently putting a center channel in his car. You get a really good idea of the pain in the butt that can be. Yes, I need one because my box does not sound good and I cannot use it for demo. LOL. No problem.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Enter to win. Head over to
your wife, your girlfriend, your son,
yes,
your
only
daughter.
Shh, stop talking. Stop talking. I'm trying to finish the ad, man. One entry per Instagram per email. So one person gets one entry. All right. So MTI Acoustics. Go follow the page, screenshot, email the screenshot to dndfchristmas@yahoo.com. We will be drawing the winner on Monday.
Yes.
It sounds like Whistler going off the air compressor. I think it's just a bearing. Dean just replaced belts on the. It's not the belts. The belts work. It's dude. This thing is wobbling like a wagon wheel in a hot rut on a Tuesday. It's just. It's crappy. When you install a micro bypass, do you need to wire it only to the radio or the adapter harness such as the Maestro? Funny you should ask, because I forgot to wire this one in and had to pull it back apart and do it. No, so what you do is the ground wire gets teed into the ground, the remote wire gets teed into the remote, meaning it gets connected to both sides. And then the brake wire gets connected to the bypass only. The harness or the interface side gets connected to nothing. So that gets left off, removed, whatever you want to do. That wire, just cap that one off, pull it out of the harness, doesn't matter. It does not get hooked up to the bypass, only the radio like you were asking. What's up?
What's up?
Hope you guys liked the video today, by the way. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a road trip video, which I love doing those. They're a lot of fun. Man, it's making a ton of noise.
Less than the compressor.
Oh yeah, that's true. Good call. Less than the compressor. So you got those brackets in yet? Yeah. I don't remember if we used both last time.
No.
Just the one on that side? Yeah, that's what I thought. I know we made both just in case.
Yeah, I know. It's just one side.
Yep. Very nice.
You guys got close.
Jeep, yeah. Go Jeep, go.
Where?
I don't know.
Where are they going?
No. So underneath the seat in this Jeep is a amp rack. So Metra amp rack is up underneath this. You guys making it to SEMA. Oh, as a matter of fact, we will be at SEMA. And we'll be seeing you guys Tuesday night at SEMA. You know what I mean.
Where?
We'll be
yes.
be VIPing it up with Nalico. Yeah, so we'll be there doing a highlight reel.
It's real.
So, and talking about the new hotness that we can't talk about. New product announcement at SEMA from Focal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's gonna be hot, dude. Did I tell you about that one?
No.
The new products?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell you when we're done.
I just want to wait until.
You want to wait?
Yeah.
All right, I won't tell you then.
I want to see.
Okay.
Price.
No, that's fine. I'll let you be surprised. But yeah, no, new products are going to be announced at for Focal at SEMA, so that'll be nice. I'm sure there'll be some other manufacturers, so that'll be nice. Don't know what you're talking about exactly. No one talks about Fight Club. That's a good movie. I'm just a rep. I'm just a bill. Yeah, I'm only a bill. I'm sitting on Capitol Hill. It's all good. It's always fun. Hey, listen, guys. It is Thursday, and you know what that means, right? What should I know? I can't tell you. That's the problem, but you're going to like it. Thursday night means one thing. That means that I'm going to be over on the Hi-Fi Vega Network doing some really serious car audio talk. And then when we're done with that, at 9:45, we'll be on Side Jag. Side Jag is the show where we talk about movies, food, music, anything that pretty much happens. Oh, we talk about food a lot.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Last week we talked a ton about food. It was great. Anyways, that's at 9:45 on the Side Jag channel on YouTube. And then, of course, 8:30 on the Hi-Fi Vega Network. Movie tonight that we'll be kind of talking about, and I say kind of because we're going to talk about Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, okay.
I know. Yeah, a lot of people weren't happy. Just don't get white girls wasted at SEMA. You have nothing to worry about that happening. There will be no white girls wasted at SEMA.
No?
Not by me.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen one.
I mean, I tried to give you $20 to go gamble, and you wouldn't even do that.
That's right. That's right. That was last year, right?
Yeah. It was last year. I was like, here's $20. Go blow it. And then you took 20 of your own and blew it. Actually, I tried to give you 100.
Yeah, you gave me. Yeah,
I tried to give you 100, and you wouldn't take it.
Win 20. Yeah. I don't want to waste your money. I mean, you give me 500. I mean, I'm just gonna say okay. Just that's fine.
Yeah, I tried to give you 100, and you wouldn't take it. I still have that $100 bill.
What do you do with 100? It's just one sitting in the table and done.
Yeah, that's why I still have it. It's still sitting where I got it. It's still sitting there. Yeah, it hasn't moved. Hello guys, Honda Tech Steve.
I play.
Yeah, I did.
And then I got the ticket and give it to Christopher. Remember?
Oh yeah, at the end. Yeah, because you had like a couple bucks left.
I got probably like 30 bucks.
Yeah, it was good. His taking too long.
Yeah.
Does that mean Fernando calls Dean daddy?
I mean, hey man.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20, man. No, $100, right?
Yeah.
So that was 100.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I think he just calls me the guy who brings him his paycheck every now and then.
It's that time.
Saturday's payday. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I don't even know, man.
I don't either. I just in the morning there's a.
When you say, "Hey, today is."
Yeah, trust me, it's just as surprising for me. Sue's the best. What's up, Yak Deal?
Sue's the best. Jack Deal.
Yep.
Jack Deal.
Yes.
Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, well, he won some. What kind of speakers does he have in his car?
The Elates.
What kind?
The Elates.
Who makes those?
It's this company. If you never heard about this company is from Israel, right?
Yep.
And they make awesome speakers, carbon fiber speakers, like in the top, the speaker, carbon fiber.
Yeah,
really nice. Amplifiers. They make tons of stuff. MorelHiFi.com. Go check them out. Awesome. Like Jack Deal just won, sound quality stuff because he has those speakers and the amplifiers.
He has a Morel Elate Carbons and the Supremo tweeters.
See? Supremo. Wow. Sounds like wow. So go check them out. Or here on Instagram, you can check the speakers and the speakers of Jack Deal. Morel_America.
So Platinum Car Audio says, a job dad is the best type of dad.
What is the dad job?
What is the dad job?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Fernando, they're dropping. They're totally. Dude, that's a touchy subject, man.
About?
Stud Muffin Manny. That's a touchy subject. We were talking about that today. We can't talk about that.
Why not?
Because let's just say there's a lot of light in here, and it's reflecting. This comment I made. Yeah. A lot of stress. A lot of stress in this man's life.
It's a lot, man. I'm trying to figure it out how to put a speaker on a Jeep. It's a lot, you know. My stress is like why they cannot make a bigger grill.
You mean a hole in behind the grill? They have a big enough
There's
grill.
a grill. I cut it. I promise.
My dad wasn't around. Why? That's why I'm so messed up.
That's how I messed up.
No, it's okay, Stud Muffin. It's okay. It was just that was funny because that was the topic of today.
Yes, it is. It's getting thinner and thinner.
Jesus.
That's my cousin. Yes.
Oh, it's Hector's your cousin.
I mean, I got plenty.
I'm sure there's a Jesus somewhere there. All right, guys, listen, that's it for now. We're going to hit the road. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for the news.
That's right.
Dean and Fernando's Car Stereo Clips, the YouTube channel, and or you can find on 5-star Facebook page. Yeah. Yep.
Don't forget to enter for the MTI box. Screenshot here. Send the DNF a Christmas.
DNF Christmas.
DNF Christmas at yahoo.com. Yes.
Yep.
Also in the Clean Wire Club, you can see all the stuff in there. Go check them out.
Yeah. All right, guys. You have a wonderful day. Bye.
Ow.
I know, that's weird, right? Like, I'm in front of the camera instead of Fernando at the beginning of the video. Either way, what's happening? What's going on, everyone? Afternoon, or what is this? This is almost the evening. It is almost time for the live show. What's shaking, Johnny? How are you doing? What's up, Chris? And by live show, I mean the standard live show that we do. What's up, Victor? I just thought I'd come on. We got about 10 minutes before the actual show starts over there on YouTube or Facebook. And we got a couple minutes. What's up? Doing good, sir. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Who's excited about SEMA? Is anybody going to SEMA? If you're not, have no fear. We're working on something really cool for you guys that aren't going. What's up, Danny? So I'm not going to give it away. This is the pre-show. I'm not going to give away what we got going on for SEMA, as far as what we have for the guys that can't go, because we honestly don't know if it's going to work. So if it works, that'll be awesome. Missing out. Oh, that's kind of suck. We'll be there. We'll be thinking of you. HKI is there. Yes, they will be. Also, for those of you guys that are in industry, oh, very nice. I'm sorry, I got a message. For those of you guys in industry, if you were thinking about entering any of the top whatever, tomorrow's the last day. So if you're going to enter top 50 installer, retailer, trusted, whatever, tomorrow's the last day to enter. Believe it or not, Fernando has been bugging me to do it. I wasn't going to do it because I didn't think we had time, but he made me do it, so we just filmed a top 50. You're going to hire a charter bus to pick us all up and take us there. I mean, I'd love to. I wish I could go SEMA stuck at college. Oh, that sucks. Big brother SPL Mel is going, oh, well, cool. And we'll get to hang out with Mel because, I mean, we'll be there in the audio control / Amp Global booth. That's who we're going with, so that'll be brought to you by Amp Global, so that'll be wonderful. Actually brought to you by Audio Control. They're actually, it's a whole who signs the check things, I get it. But I got my video in for Sales Guy. You know, Johnny, that was the one I really wanted to enter with Sales Guy. It was just a time thing right now. We're really in a crunch to finish some stuff this week because next Saturday we're not going to have the live show because we'll be at an event that we're going to be doing some stuff at, so there's this display right here that is not done yet, and then there's all these fallen soldiers right here. The boxes that are against the wall are already in displays or getting ready to go in display, and then these three, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with these three yet. And this one is going in the amp dyno that we have to put in a bucket of water. But We have 2 other displays that are totally done, and they're up front. So yeah, and then as soon as we get back from that, we have to start getting ready for SEMA. So, and we might be building a display. We're going to build something for SEMA, a display, nothing like a car. But I don't know if we're still going to need to, and or if we'll have time. What's up, Fro? Need to get my video in today. Yes, Lance, you do. Yeah, because as you know, uploading to YouTube can be a struggle at times. So I will be editing my video probably tonight or tomorrow morning and getting it up. Sodium head units, 802 amp, run the rear fill off the head unit and run the front Hertz Cento 2 way active, or run corners of the amp and go passive front. Man, I'm a big fan of doing a front stage upgrade, meaning use that amplifier to power those front speakers and get the best performance possible out of those. Be damned with the rear. Actually, just use the deck power, actively cross the motor, fade it to the front a little bit so that you can attenuate the volume down so that it'll level match better with the front. Because what you're going to find out is as soon as you put that amp, either you got to turn the gains way up, which you never want to do, right? So the best way to overcome that, if the radio doesn't have the ability to do attenuation like in the DSP portion of it, then just use your fader, fade it more towards the front. That'll cut the signal going to the rear, which in turn will attenuate them so that you can better voltage match the front and rear so that they will come up at the same time instead of the rear is getting super loud and dying off and then the front finally catching up. So it's done, it can be done, and it can work flawlessly. You just gotta work at getting the level matching right, but you will be much happier with more power going to the front and being able to use that Sony amp for them. I'm going to go to SEMA one day. Hopefully I'll be showing off my boxes and my own booth at the point. There you go. There you go. There was a group of guys last year that had a booth set up that were making boxes, and sadly I don't know what happened to them, because they had some really nice stuff on display there. Hello from Arkansas. Just curious, how far out are you and Nando booked in the install bay?
6 months.
6 months.
I just find out.
You just found out 6 months? Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea. We aren't really privy to the schedule. I don't want to be, honestly, because then I have to think about it. What are you? Yeah. Okay.
What up, people?
It's funny. I'm watching you here and there's like all the cameras at different angles. But anyways, I don't know. That's all Paul. We just show up in the morning and go, oh,
Go at the store.
I guess we're doing this today. How do you find the time to get so much done? Victor, it's all about being efficient, man. It's all about being efficient and prioritizing. Basically what that means is that everything else has to revolve around you. Which reminds me, last night yesterday we filmed The Boring Life after work, which was really cool. So hopefully Haley will get that edited up and we can get that out next week. We had a really good time doing that. So
to be 100% all the time.
Who needs sleep? I gotta be honest with you, man. Once hitting 50, like sleep has become sleep has become a really I really enjoy sleep. The problem is that because we got so much going on, when I get the opportunity to actually sleep, I just wake up because my mind is like, I gotta get this project done. Oh, we gotta do this. Oh, that's a really cool idea. So especially right now with having to build these displays for JVC, because we really didn't have they hired us because they're like, hey, do your thing, and we're like, okay, cool. And so it's just been really trying to oversell what it is we're going to do. Like oh wow. So that's what we're doing, even though we're really not fabricators. Like we're not fabricators. Oh my gosh, we're 5 minutes out. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. What? My car battery went dead. Had to jump start it. Stereo amp and accessory port did not power on throughout the drive to charge up battery. Here's what happens.
That's a bad thing, man.
So here's what happens a lot of times when you jump the car and you didn't turn the stereo off is that think of it like a lightning strike.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it took a hit. It's not the end of the world. Most good high quality products will have the ability to take the hit. However, what they do is they kind of lock up, meaning they don't work. Sometimes just turning off the key, turning on the key will reset it. If that doesn't work, then disconnect the battery, count to 30, and then reconnect the battery. What that'll do is that'll reset the smart module if it has one, along with the radio, and that usually will power the radio back up. Mm-hmm. If that doesn't power the radio back up, which is rare, then you got to pull the radio out, disconnect the smart module, let it set for 30 seconds, and then reconnect it. You could also try like 10 minutes, because usually if it doesn't do it in 30, there's something else in the car that has a backup cell that is keeping the smart module from discharging all the way. So Honda Tech Steve, getting ready to install my first system in my car. Have learned a ton from you. Just wanted to say thank you. No, thank you. And I hope you have a great time. Make sure to take your time. Don't hurry. You waited all this time to get your system. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time installing it. Do a great job. Do a good enough job so that you can take pictures and post them over on the 12 Volt Clean Wire Club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to go. The show is almost time to start. We got 3 minutes out. So if you got questions and you'd like them answered, head over to YouTube, head over to Facebook, 5-Star Car Stereo, and we will take those questions and we will answer them for the next hour. That's from 6 to 7. We'll see you guys there. For the rest of you, have a great night, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here Monday if you don't make it to the show. Bye.
Bye, guys.